Okay, any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. That's not a representation because the programming reflects that PoPolitickin with 4 eyes. It's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope, you know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field, now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix. With King Pharaoh, PoPolitickin, I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position. My opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions. My bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cates. Let me cook, stovetop oven, easy bakes. Hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom. TD Jakes, unfollowed. Talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo'd. We PoPolitickin, ticking, we straight PoPolitickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that PoPolitickin, ticking. This for the PoPolitickin, ticking. We straight PoPolitickin, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that PoPolitickin, ticking.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com. Your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Check me out on Spotify and Apple Music. 1212, I'm place to be with Don Chi. How you doing, bro?
Yes, sir. I'm good. How you doing, brother?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling. Where you from?
Right now, I'm in Minnesota. Right now, I was
I
born in
thought you would
Chicago.
say Detroit. Like you got some buffs on. Are you wearing them buffs in Detroit?
No.
Do make no
Yeah, it's
buffs?
just no.
You said Minnesota?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just just passing through right now for the minute.
That's where you from?
Oh, I was born in Chicago.
Okay, so I was close. Close, little
Yeah, yeah,
close. Detroit,
yeah,
Chicago, same thing. Oh, my
yeah.
granddad, he was from Detroit.
hmm
So how you just talk about your background and how you got involved with hip hop.
Um, to my background, pretty much, you know, typical. Been in the street, things here and there, then here. I got involved with music, just to um give give people, just to do something different, just it's express my introverted thoughts extrovertedly, so to speak, you know. Yeah, that was another way out from, the typical hustling, grinding, you know what I mean? So just chose music
Mm.
away from education.
Now, what does your name represent?
Um, they always called me Don. They always called me that forever, that's a long story, so they called me that forever. She just came from, it's always about the money with me,
Mhm.
short for cheese. Most
Mm.
people get it confused with Che Guevara, but it's like, no, I mean, ain't it ain't him.
Then
That's where she come from.
who's some of your early influences? You can talk about your music influences, culture, and then just personal influences.
Yeah, music influences. It all depends on like what I was doing in my life. At a certain spot when I was like ribbon and running and traveling or whatnot. You know, Bay Area too short. When I popped in and out of New York, what I mean, Cam is of influence, AZ influence, Chameleon now most definitely. What I mean, I like how he, what I mean, be spitting and whatnot. And my homeboy High Beam from Legit Ballers. So that's pretty much about it. If we speaking about individuals that's alive, so yeah,
You
that's
said
about
Cam?
it. Yeah.
You talking about Cameron or
Yes,
I know
yes,
the
yes. Cameron.
oh,
Cameron. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, Cameron.
And
Yeah.
what's the legit ballers group?
That was Twister's group
Oh,
in
okay.
Chicago. Yeah. High Beam from there. He's on a couple of my joints. He on my latest joint, the Sneaky Link joint. Shout out High Beam, you know what I mean? He on there, me, him, and AK are do or die on there too. So
Yeah, I had
yeah.
talked to the guy from Do or Die a little while ago. I was hella happy because I had grew up off Do or Die, so I was
Hmm.
talking to him. Can't think of his name right now, but yeah, he was
Yeah,
cool.
AK. Yeah, he
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
AK,
that's
AK. Yeah, my
yeah,
bad. My
yeah.
brain's
That's the guy that's on the joint right there. Yeah, he on that sneaky link joint that I got.
mm. And then, how would you describe your sound to someone that never heard your music before?
Um, a breath of fresh air, so to speak. You know what I mean? Is my music is not like I'm not trying to like keep up with the people that's out there or hop on the current wave. My music is like something different regardless as far as what's going. Cause I don't listen to like rap music. I listen to like classic rock or whatnot. But my music is more like whatever individual got going on in their life. You know, they hop in the whip. You know, and they want to hear something different from what the conventional is playing, what everybody else playing or whatever. Whatever is on the radio, the same 5 or 6 songs on the radio, or the 12 songs that they play on, you mean Sirius Satellite or Shade
All
45 or
right.
whatnot. My stuff, you can hop in the web, you know what I mean? If you finna travel like 8, 9 hours, you could rock my music, you know what I mean, and be good. Ain't worried about none all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Get out, handle your business, go to work, come back from work, whatever.
Mm.
So that's what that is.
Man, to someone like I said, they just they like someone I guess today like they just not hearing about you. And then what song you want them to start on?
Oh man, it all depend on, what I mean, where they at right now. If they wanna check it out, they could kick it off with the current EP. It's Chi Not Che. They could start with Dreaming on a Budget. It's, it's,
Mm.
it's like a quick little journey right there. Dreaming on the Budget is Chi Not Che, so they can get it right. You know what I mean? He Go Nuts. Me and Kitty got bands on there. You know, Ola Mami on that joint, they could check that out, if they want to get a little salsa spicy or whatnot. Sneaky Link and YNK, the most recent joint that I dropped is Gina Che. That's kind of like, it ain't going to a lot of genres, but if they want like workout music or whatnot, they could, it's Gina Che. He Go Nuts, YNK. You know what I mean? If y'all want to work out to it for the gym rats, there you go. Them three joints right there. So if y'all want to get ready for the club, that's it. You know what I mean? You get the all the mommy joint to that. You want to ride out and slam out. You got bangs in your trunk. It's Chi Not Che. He Go Nuts again. Last call for alcohol. Sneaky Link. You know what I mean? Everything is self-explanatory. I just keep it short and simple. That's it. That's all.
Mm. And then how would you say your life experiences shaped your pen?
My life experiences, it all, yeah, it all depends on, like, for me, it was situational. It's like what I was going through in my life or where I was at or what I was doing, so to speak. My life experience, evidently, I failure is a learning opportunity. There wasn't like no, I when I perceived to power up on this, it was just a couple steps back. As far as like what I'm learning with this music, everything isn't like as easy as it's perceived to be. Everything is hard. I had to reconstruct everything around it, and if I'm going in, this is the route I'm choosing, this is the route I'm doing. It had to be some sacrifices. You know what I mean? And that's like dreaming on the budget right there. So it's like I'm not in the streets no more. It's easy to do all that, but do I want to give, if I want to get a government my time, so to speak, and sit down for some years, I could either do that or I could just, do everything the right way and reconstruct everything, change my eating habits, because studio time costs. Everything costs. Nothing is like free with this. You know what I mean? And I figured that the ones that's already established, there is no handouts with this. If I'm not putting in the initiative to at least meet people more than halfway, then they may take a look at me, they may not. It all depends. So that's what that's anything in life, even when it wasn't with the music, even when I was like doing other things. I had to figure it out that failures are learning opportunities. Everything is, and it's always, I can always like reconstruct everything without compartmentalizing anything. I could use this for this or that for that. You know, everything. That's how I looked at it. That's how I continue to look at everything.
And then how do you keep pushing when things get tough?
It's just another day at the office. That's pretty much what I say. What I let a couple people I do chat with. It's just another day at the office. You know, every day is most definitely not gonna be puppy dogs and rainbows. Every situation is not gonna work out how I perceive it to be, or I can think like, okay, yeah, this is gonna work out like this, and I think it's a big generational gap with that for me, as far as like how I was raised or where I came from, the people I came from. I was always taught to have a plan A, B, C, and D. So I never even fold on plan A anyway. It's always C and D for me. And if plan A happened, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So it's like, and I use a lot of football analogies when I'm explaining it to the gentleman that I be speaking with. It's like I'm like Peyton Manning, this '06 Manning vision. I'm at the line, so I can audible my own life. I'm in charge of that. No one else is in charge of that.
Mm,
If somebody run a route, so to speak, run a route the wrong way, then here I go. I'm like Jay Cutler because the confidence is there. I got the arm, and it's obviously gonna get picked off. So I had to cut down on the interceptions as far as life. Situations that didn't go according to plan for me. So I'm audible at the line. Everything is audible at the line. That's what it
mm.
is right now.
And then what's your take on current state of hip hop?
Um, it's I mean everything is music. I mean it's music is for everyone. I mean I may not I don't really nothing really catches my ear unless the it's a type beat or whatnot. But other than that, I mean, I just let everybody do what they do in their own lane because it's something out there for everyone. I mean, as big as this world is and as large as this country is, I've been a lot of places, so I know that it's different music for different people. What I may not like, other people may like it, and it's like Sinatra flow. They still like Sinatra flow in the Bronx. I'm like, damn, they locking with Sinatra flow, So, but it's different. This it's music. I mean, that's just it's music, So it's gonna ride whether people like it or not, And I just choose to listen to what I want, listen, or I just keep it moving. That's all I
Mm.
can do.
You know, what are some of your current projects right now?
Um, the It's Chi Not Che is current February. That had to get re-released in February. So I'm about to get everything in order and restructure everything because I'm still learning as I go throughout this whole process.
Mm,
You know, um, Next, Diamond Life, I'm taking a step back from that because I'm want to push that out real quick for like July. But I'm like, nah, if I'm on my timetable, I'm not gonna go with the what's the next drop, when is it? So everything is on my table right now. That's the next drop. Diamond Life. That's about 6 joints that I got on there. That people gonna be surprised with that one. Right after that is Civil Disobedience. Civil Disobedience was actually before what's out right now, but I just restructured everything because I'm going off like how I feel, how I feel and how I get the tracks when they come in. So if I'm over here, then this is where I'm at. Right after Civil Disobedience is Trial and Death of Don Cheek. That's more like mental thing. That's like on some philosophical stuff. So
mm,
yeah, and right after that, my second win, and wherever life take me, If life take me somewhere else, then I'm gonna keep it moving. If not, then I'm just gonna gratefully bow out with the music and then do something else and try to pick up the other stuff that that I ain't really that I'm kind of like not really doing right now, but still in demand for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then what does success look like to you?
What was that?
What does success look like to you?
Um, getting to the next level. It depends on like even like when I thought something didn't go my way, even if it's a failure, it's still a learning opportunity. So I don't count like my successes as far as okay, all right, perfect example. I was in school, got the associates in philosophy, got the bachelor's in philosophy. That then I'm like, oh, okay, well that's cool. Didn't celebrate, didn't do anything. Went straight to the graduate program. Went straight through that, got all A's. It didn't mean anything to me. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it didn't, it wasn't like impactful to me. You know what I mean? A couple people like, man, that's big. Advocacy, political leadership, man, that's big. I'm like, well, I mean, given the current rate of how society moves and the trajectory of how society perceives and instant gratification, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that may not be on for demand right now. So I have to like put that education piece right to the side of me, not in the back seat, but it's right in the side of me because certain people that I speak to in certain places that I interject myself in, that may not be what's what. Most people don't care about that. And for those that do, then that's where I'm at with that. So that's it out and that what how I define success. Like if I could just go in any spot or any place, you know what I mean, and get everything speak to everybody the right way and everybody, you know what I mean, can be heard and we all equals. There is no, oh, I know more than you, garbage and trash and all that. We could do that, then that's cool. That's what success look like for me.
Mm. And what do you like to do outside of making music?
Can you repeat that?
I was saying, what do you like to do outside of making music?
Oh, outside of making music, I still volunteer and I speak with a couple gentlemen that's like incarcerated, just coming out. I volunteer a lot, and I'm trying to get right now. Well, not trying to, but I'm in the midst of getting this clothing stuff ready. Flirt with the merch to be coming soon. So that's some clothing line that I'm looking to get together. But it's all about just teaching people that it's more opportunities and to take initiatives in our own life. That's just what it is. Like for the nonprofit that I volunteer, I started a group. You know what I mean? Opportunity for change, and it's like me and other people. Everybody just want an opportunity to do something different. Whether it comes at a societal basis or if it comes personal, introverted. If it come within themselves, they just want to get the recognition of at least trying to do something different and succeeding even the next day or the next step. You know what I mean? And it's like that's kind of like how people do that like want to remain sober and stuff like that. So that's just kind of like what I do things like that on the side. Not too much, not too little.
Mm. And what would you say your ultimate goal is as an artist?
My ultimate goal actually is to kind of shift away from music. I wanna host Saturday Night Live one day. That's like my that's like the overall goal to host SNL,
You got
but
jokes?
no, I ain't a comedian, but I just want to host it right there with Eddie Murphy there with me. But I mean I can improv it, so to speak, but I've always been like a fan of SNL ever since I was a little kid. But the music, as far as the music to give everybody, all the listeners, to calm them down and put them in a different perspective. Like perfect example, if someone life isn't going well or their job ain't going well, somebody pissing them off at their job, and it's like they know they gonna hear them same ass songs when they get in the car, and your AC ain't working and they getting in a traffic jam. They could put on, I mean, they put one of my joints on, and that's cool. They put it on that Tropicana or they put on anything that I've done previously all the way up to today, and that just put everybody in a different perspective to like reshape and reframe their thoughts. Because I mean, just giving everyone a choice through music, giving
Mm,
everybody a choice, it forces them to think whether they like it or not, So, but that option, obviously, in this fast-paced society, it comes from different perspectives. With me, I just want to just offer that through music.
mm, that's what's up. And
Yes.
then, do you have a like not your music, but do you have a go-to album that you listen to?
A go-to album that I listen to. Um, Ultimate Victory, Chameleon. I like that. Yeah, I go to that's my go-to. Ultimate Victory from Chameleon. That's my if because I have like my playlist of like 18 songs and they like classic rock music. So I'm that's just where I'm at. But if
And
I'm
who you be
gonna
listening
go,
to? Classic rock.
um, it varies. Boston. I got Earth, Wind and Fire. I listen to STP, Stone Temple Pilots, Chili Peppers, Imagine Dragons. So I'm kind of all over the place. But them tracks, the 18 that I got, keeps me like structured and focused when I don't want to like feel like doing music and I know that everything is not on my time. I have to keep bringing myself back. Like the diamond life right now, certain people is like they want that demand to come up. I'm like, no, I gotta pull that back because it's not about everyone else and everyone is expecting those surprises that I got lined up. I'm like, no, I gotta bring this back because I don't want to put myself in a predicament to where I'm catering to everyone else except for myself. Because if I do it that way, this kind of like I'm rushing outside without a coat or a hat, knowing that it's like 15 below out there. So I don't want to do that. And I don't want to put no one else, my listeners, in that predicament to where they do something impulsive or they misinterpret the song for what it was or what it meant because of they in that rush man state. So
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
And then I was gonna say that so like when somebody listen to your music, what message do you want them to walk away with?
The message, my main message for everyone is we can always do something different if we choose to. All failures are learning opportunities.
Mm.
That's it. Regardless, I mean, even if I mean all failures are learning, no matter what it is. It's like if we didn't I mean, it all depends on what someone perceive as a failure. It's still a learning opportunity. If I didn't get this promotion. I mean, and I know I'm qualified for it, and I really don't want to live in this state no more. Pick up, go. If you got that money, then go get that hotel for like 2 months in another state. You know what I mean? Get your little weight up, then I mean, just that's it. All failures are a learning opportunity. Nothing is like, except nothing at face value. That's what I would have like. That's one message that I would want to get out to everyone.
And then where can people find and support your work?
They can it All right, so if it's everywhere. They have iTunes, Don Chi. They can Google Don Chi, Don space CHE. They can Google me. They can see it's Spotify's Apple, iTunes, on Deezer, like everywhere, every streaming platform is they can find it. That's where they can find the music right now.
Mm. And then what message do you want to leave with your fans and our listeners?
The fans that's listeners, wait till you see what's next. That's my message. Just wait for what's next. And I'm right now I got a lot of things that I'm looking to line up this year and this summer where I want to like interject, get some people, get the people involved, the fans involved, So it's like if I'm there, then yeah, y'all there with me. Y'all on this journey with me. We here together. So just wait for what's next. That's my main message.
All right, bro. I
Yes,
want
sir.
to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
No doubt. You want to hit them with your social media and everything?
Yes, yes, they can hit me up Don Chi official too. That's on the gram right there. Don Chi on the book on X is Don Chi official. Or just Google Don Chi, and that'll lead you down. It's too many socials. I'm like, man, every time I turn around, it's something different, a different platform for something else, you know. So, yeah, yeah, they can just Google Don Chi, or if y'all want to hit me on the gram, it's Don Chi official too.
Mm.
Yep,
You got any
that's
shout
where I'm
out?
accountable. Shout out right now. Um, UBO, Habing, what's going on, man? And PoPolitickin, most definitely for granting me this opportunity, bless me with this opportunity to, widen the base out a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I'm in San Diego.
Yeah, appreciate that
Hey, what's the
gratitude.
gold things in the back?
Oh, that's the wall. That's what's on my wall. That's like flowers, and my homegirl in Portland made that for me. She
Like
done
some
that out of
African, like a shield or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. She made that out of like trash cans or something. She made that out of trash cans, and she made it like that. So, and she done a little flower things up there.
I see you got
So,
the goat up there.
oh yeah, all day gotta have him up there, and
You see me? You see mine?
yeah, yeah. I seen it back there. Yes, yes, Ali. I gotta have that up there. Got to have
Yeah, I
that
saw
up
Broner
there.
like one of your or comment on one of your posts.
Oh man, yeah. I gotta relook, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Oh,
out
you
to.
didn't even know. That's why I was like, do he know Adrian Broner? 'Cause I saw you had posted, and I saw Adrian Broner posted comment on one of your posts.
Oh my
I was like,
goodness, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I'm gonna have to most definitely check that out.
all right, for sure, man. Well, I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me, and we can do it again whenever.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Much love. You and your fans, y'all stay up out there, man. Go check out one of them joints right now, man.
All right, we out, y'all. Till the next time. We'll be back next week.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
me out on PoPolitickin.
The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We pole politicking, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit in. We straight pole politicking. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we pole politicking. My money long like division. I proposition to put a fist in. We straight pole politicking. Hey yo, I rise like the sun in the east, running the streets. Same people that was coming in peace, some in the beast on the microphone. It's never a long and hard task. For God, I'm gonna smash they blog and podcast. Introduction to journalism 101 with Pharaoh Pope politicking about where I'm from and what I do. What's up? It gotta be good. Interviewing everybody, you know they probably could. Take all the blood, sweat, and tears, working all them years. Putting in 10,000 hours, it empowers careers. From the baby and Megan Thee Stallion to Yo Gotti. High as a kite, jet life currency in the party. With MC Light, J Prince said I rap a lot. Super Saiyan Black Kakarot with a Macintosh laptop in my Apple Watch, smoking Fraggle Rocks. 4 eyes, got more lines and hooks than a tackle box. What? The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We pole politicking, it's so dope when it kick in. You can get in where you fit